Today, I want you to notice something very, very significant. When you try to be present, when you are aware, you'll notice thoughts still creep in, right? The flow of mind continues to push its way through. So thoughts arise. And you can do it right now. So you could even close your eyes and be very present and notice how eventually thoughts may arise. I want you to recognize the two different types of thoughts. The one type of thoughts, which are maybe just very vague images or words that just arise, but they quickly fade away. As you're trying to be present, they don't really have so much pull. They just, as soon as they arise, they also just as quickly vanish out of awareness. But there are certain thoughts which kind of pull you in. And I want you to notice that those thoughts that pull you in and keep you focused in that direction, those are the thoughts that actually claim your being. What do I mean by that? Those will be the thoughts where there is a sense that I am speaking this, that I am thinking this, that this is my voice, that I am thinking this right now. So it's almost like you're actively being that thought. This is something that we're going to try to look deeper into in this video, but this is something that you're also going to have to look at again and again and see clearly throughout the rest of your day and then the rest of your week and month and life. Because what we're going to speak about in this video is so significant, and it has the capacity to really free you of this constant battle with mind. Okay, so pay close attention, breathe. Let's do this. Again, close your eyes, be present, be aware, anchor your attention here and now on the fact that you exist. The sense I am alive, I am aware, I am. Now, while this is being done, automatically certain thoughts arise. Maybe just certain images that you just are easily able to discard. Maybe certain words or certain personal thoughts also that you're just easily able to discard and resort back, bring your attention back to being aware. But then realize there are certain thoughts where you kind of fall into. And those will be the thoughts which are colored by this is my voice. This is me speaking. So whatever the thought is, like, okay, I'm confused by what Sunny is saying right now. That thought will actually have a sense that I am thinking, I am speaking in my head. Sunny is, whatever Sunny is saying right now is sort of confusing. I don't get it. That thought has a very personal quality to it, and it creates a sense of what the thought is, right? I don't know what Sunny's saying, but also it pulls you into the perspective, the viewpoint of the thinker of that thought, the I thought, the separate, the me that is claiming this to be true. Whereas the other thought, maybe like just a random example, let's just say an image of a car that you saw yesterday, that may come up. That's also a thought, but like it just doesn't have that personal quality that like, I am thinking it or I am speaking this. So, you're just able to bring your attention back. There's not enough interest there or enough sense of me being instilled into that. These are the two types of thoughts that I want you to start practicing, because maybe you don't understand what I'm saying right now in this video, but as you start to practice and you start to see and you start to see the difference between these two types of thoughts and how one totally never pulls you into any sort of suffering. These are just meaningless thoughts that arise. no power. But these thoughts that arise, which are equally as dreamlike as these thoughts, but they pull you into a lot of suffering and into a lot of projections. Why? Because there's a great sense of identification. What does identification mean? It simply means that there's a relationship built with that thought, as this is the thought and I am the thinker of it. And that thought is not just this thought which flashes and then leaves, but instead this is the thought that continues to be thought. There continues to be a sense of I am thinking this thought. There's active energy. This one flashes in and out, and this one, there's an active energy of a certain doing, of a certain thinking. Here you have to realize that you are the pure witnessing, within which the thought and the sense of the thinker of being the thinker of the thought arise and subside. Both the subject and the object are arising within the real subject, within the witnessing that you are. You are neither of these. This itself will free you of so much of the suffering and the projections that mind pulls you into all the time. And I even have certain videos on mind attacks and certain Advaita Vedanta videos where in those videos we cover deeply when I ask you, who is the mind speaking to? What audience is the mind dancing for? It is always dancing for the thinker, the sense of a separate self that is thinking that thought, speaking that thought, being that thought. You are the witnessing within which even the sense of being a thinker of this sad thought, and then this thinker changes into a happy thinker, and then this thinker changes into an angry thinker. Are you really this self which is so changeful, which is always wearing all these different suits, projecting all these different things? Or are all the projections and the constantly changing subject, which is projecting all these things, also being witnessed from your true seeing point, from your true perspective, from your actual essential self? This essential self, it does not have a shape, it does not have a form. And we've discussed in past videos that this essential self that knows the mind is even subtler than the mind. And the mind is not physical, right? It cannot be sensed from the five senses, cannot be seen, cannot be touched, it cannot be smelled, tasted, felt. But you know mind. This you do not argue against. Mind being invisible, you still say, I know mind. So what knows mind? Only that which is beyond mind. And only that which is subtler than mind. So mind, which is already invisible, is known by something that is even subtler than the mind. And this isn't something outside of you or separate from you, because you say, I know the mind. So it must be that you are already beyond the mind. And it is from that place you know the mind. And this sort of teaching that we're talking about right now, this practice of being the pure witnessing of the mind, of the thought that is being projected, and the sense of being this thinker of this thought that is being projected. Pure witnessing of both of these arising and subsiding. This helps you understand your true nature. This helps you recognize that you are already in that deeper place from which you are observing all of this. Right now, the problem is you are constantly identifying with things that are just arising and subsiding in consciousness. You have to realize that you are in that which that the things are arising and subsiding. So it's very crucial. For the rest of your day, I want you to practice this, and I want you to see this clearly, that there are some thoughts, right? And this will take your earnestness. This will take your actual application and practice. There are some thoughts which just kind of like arise and they just vanish. And with those thoughts, it's just a sense of, oh, I'm seeing this thought. There's no sense of actually thinking that thought. Excuse me. And there are the other thoughts, which there's a sense of an active energy that I am sort of participating in these thoughts, thinking these thoughts, you know, really I'm the doer of these thoughts and thinking of what to say next and next. I want you to differentiate between these two. I want you to see yourself as the formless, desireless, fearless, intentionless, undamaged, unaffected space within which these projections are arising and subsiding. Practice. Thank you for watching this video. Now, here are a couple of ways that I can be of direct help to you right now, okay? And I'm going to link everything that I mentioned right now in the description box below. So number one is you can join our free Personal Mastery Quest community, our Facebook group, on which you can interact with me personally and ask me all your questions. I love the community over there and I do my best to reply to you as soon as possible, okay? Number two, if you have not yet watched my free Ego to Presence Masterclass, in which I teach you how to implement the teaching of self-inquiry into your life step by step and deepen your meditation and deepen your self-inquiry profoundly, then again, check the link in the description box below and go watch that masterclass. It is 1 hour. It will bring you tremendous value, okay? And now lastly, if you want to work with me and my team personally, and you want me to help you dissolve mind identification and realize your true being, then you can check out my coaching program, the Higher Consciousness Shift. All the details of it are down below in the description box. Just click the link that is under section coaching. Okay, and it'll take you there to my personal website where you can go through all the details and book a free call with me, and we can decide if we're the right fit to work together. That's all for today. I will see you in the next video.